denunciations of beer-mongering has created a climate of beer suspicion across the country, raising the question in households across the nation, who are the un-American Americans among us?
Any man who has been named by either a senator or committee or a congressman is dangerous to the welfare of the city.
President Eisenhower refuses to engage directly with McCarthy. In a letter to his brother, however, he states only a short-sighted or completely inexperienced individual would urge the use of the office of the presidency to give an opponent the publicity he so avidly desires.
Yvette?
Monsieur, I didn't hear you come in. You frightened me after that.
Wouldn't want to do that. There's so many better ways to die. Is everything ready?
Oui.
Good. Cook!
Pasta.
Is everything on schedule?
Dinner will be ready at 7:30.
No. Right on time. You have instructions.
Oui.
Very well then. Let the game begin. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm not sure if I'm not the right.
Yes, indeed, you are expected, Colonel.
How did you...
It is Colonel Mustard, isn't it?
No. That's not my name. My name is...
I believe it's been recommended that tonight you use a pseudonym.
No, thank you. I already had an antihistamine before I came here.
May I take your coat?
Oh, all right.
Not to worry, Colonel. It's just the maid in the hall with the champagne bottle.
Champagne?
Don't mind if I...
This is monsieur.
Thank you. Are you expecting someone else?
Indeed. I'll be with you in a moment.
Follow me, Colonel.
With pleasure, my dear.
Good evening, madam. You are expected.
Do you know who I am?
Only that you're a socialite to be known this evening as Mrs. White.
Yes, it said so in my letter, but why?
May I introduce you? Mrs. White is the maid, Yvette. I see you two know each other.
We've never met. Champagne? I think not.
Please warm yourself in the lounge.
Why? Do I look cold?
A bit. I'll be right with you.
Oh. Hello.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
I'm rarely pleased to meet anyone. More?
Oh, yes.
Bonjour, madame. Please come in from the rain.
Mrs. Peacock, I presume.
Who? Oh, yes, that's me.
Cook, will you please take Miss Peacock's stole? I see you two know each other.
Don't be ridiculous. I've never seen this woman before in my life. Champagne? My lips belong to the Lord.
Please make yourself comfortable in the lounge.
Thank you. Oh, for your hospitality. And there's a couple of Benjamins hidden under the caramels for you, butler.
How sticky.
I expect to be treated like the wife of a...
Hold that thought. I'll be right with you, Mrs. Peacock.
Oh my, look at the detail of this molding. This is quite a magnificent mansion, isn't it? Ah! Who are you? Welcome to the party.
Quite the crowd this is turning out to be.
Is this the right address to meet, Mr. Bonnie?
Sit! No, not you, ma'am. Please come in.
Sorry. This letter has me rather anxious, I suppose.
Ah, you must be Miss Green.
Oh, yes, that's exactly who I am.
Well,
Wow, this isn't at all what I was expecting.
I find if you expect nothing, you're never disappointed.
Oh, no, I'm not disappointed.
Pardon me, ma'am. Good evening.
Please arrive at 7:30 sharp on Saturday evening. Well, here I am.
Professor Plum.
If you say so.
Well. And I thought I'd seen everything.
Miss Scarlett, welcome. I didn't realize you and the professor were acquainted.
We're not. The bridge is washed out from the rain. My car broke down and this professor offered to give me a ride.
I didn't realize we were heading to the same place until we arrived.
How was your drive?
It's a long haul.
Indeed, it is a long haul, but then again, it's a very large house. This way, please.
Say, what is this god-forsaken place anyway?
This old place. This is Body Manor. Cook, dinner? Appetize in the lounge. Appetite.
Poor Turks. Good, I'm starving.
Honey, I haven't much of an appetite at all.
My, this really is a party. Well, greetings all. It's a pleasure for you to see me. Ooh, cocktail hour.
There are so many of you.
Right, then let's see. Colonel Austin?
Present.
Miss Scarlet? Mrs. White?
Yes.
Professor Plum?
Right.
Miss Green?
That's me.
Mrs. Peacock?
How do you do?
Greetings. I am Wadsworth, the butler. Tonight, as you may have surmised, nobody's being addressed by their real names, a courtesy your host has provided to ensure your privacy. I suggest you follow his lead and refrain from revealing too much about yourselves this evening. You never know when... dinner.
Sorry, I'm a bit clumsy, I suppose.
Dinner? That was more like cocktail minute. Mr. Wadsworth, you were saying you never know when. What?
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 This way, please. We really oughtn't keep her waiting. Cook and get cranky. Ladies and gentlemen, the dining room is right this way. You'll find your names beside your places. Please be seated.
Sorry. Yes, no.
Thank you.
Excuse me. This place, at the head of the table, is that for you?
Indeed, no, sir. I do not sit. I'm merely a humble butler.
What exactly do you do?
I buttle, sir.
Dinner is served. Oh.
Thank you, cook.
So what's this all about then, Butler? This dinner party?
Ours not to reason why, ours but to do and die.
Die?
Merely quoting, ma'am, from Alfred, Lord Tennyson.
I prefer Kipling myself. Do you like Kipling? That's Colonel.
Sure. I'll eat anything. So, what was our house? Oh, is this where I get?
All in good time, sir.
What's that smell? It's something familiar. Shakespeare soup. My favorite. I know. Bon appetit. Oh, this is delicious. Oh, this is yum, 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 yum. Well, I guess I'll be the one to break the ice. I mean, I'll be the one to get the ball rolling. I'm very used to being a hostess. It's an integral part of my life as the wife of a... Oh, I forgot we're not supposed to say who we really are, but I have no idea what we're doing here, but it's very intriguing. And oh my, the soup is delicious, isn't it?
I know who you are.
You do?
I work in Washington.
Washington?
Mhm.
So, you must be a politician's wife, Miss Peacock. Yes, I am. Who's your husband? Maybe I know him. Well, he's... Mrs. White, you've been awfully quiet. What does your husband do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, he just lies around on his back all day.
How lazy!
Not necessarily.
Oh, sorry, I'm a bit accident prone.
That'll be $5, Missy.
Sorry?
Miss Green, what do you do in Washington?
Oh, I better not say. I like to follow the rules.
Well, if I wasn't trying to keep the conversation going, then we would just be sitting here in an embarrassed silence. Are you afraid of silence, Miss Peacock? Yes, no, what? You see, in my professional opinion, it seems you suffer from what we call pressure of speech.
Is that an official diagnosis?
Are you a doctor, Professor?
In psychological medicine.
What do you practice?
Not anymore. I currently work for the U.S. government.
Ah, another politician.
Not exactly. I work for you-know-who.
Who?
The United Nations Organization. The World Health Organization.
Ah, you know who? It's an acronym.
Oh.
Not really, right? You know, I had a sister was a gymnast.
You're a real colonel, aren't you?
I am, sir.
Aren't you going to mention the coincidence that you also live in Washington, D.C., Colonel?
How did you know that?
Well, I've seen you before.
So, Miss Scarlet, does this mean you live in Washington too?
Sure do.
Does anyone here not live in Washington?
Oh, then, is this about the Red Scare?
I'm not a communist, I'm a Republican.
Wadsworth, we've had about enough of this. Who is our host, and why have we been brought here?
Ah, speak of the devil. Pardon me, please.
Hey, I've got an idea. Oh, yes, good thinking, Miss Scarlet.
What are we doing? The acoustic coupling between the door and the glass allows sound waves to travel from one side to the other.
All the guests have arrived as expected, sir. Everything's going according to plan. We'll meet you in the study.
Oh, for goodness sake. Who was at the door? I demand to know what's going on.
Can I interest any of you in fruit or dessert?
No!
In that case, may I suggest we adjourn to the study for coffee and brandy, at which point I believe your newly arrived host will reveal his intentions, your lunch will be explained, and the game will be afoot.
Coffee? Brandy?
Thank you, but that'll be all.
Oui, monsieur.
Well, where's our host?
He's not here. Nobody's here. What is happening? Cigarette. It'll calm your nerves. I don't smoke.
So much. Open after dinner. Oh, it's for you.
Right then. Are you comfortable?
I make a good living.
Well, Willie Wadsworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, these instructions are clear.
I'm glad something is.
It seems the 6 of you have all received the same letter. It will be to your advantage to be present on this date, because a Mr. Body will bring to end a certain long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability. As it turns out, you all have one thing in common.
Oh, that tyrant McCarthy! We're all being blacklisted, aren't we?
Close, Colonel. You're all being blackmailed. For some considerable time, all of you have been paying more than you can afford to someone who threatens to expose you.
Oh, please. What's someone going to blackmail me for? I go to church every Sunday. Yeah, don't we all?
Anybody else wish to unite? Since you received your letters, you hadn't known who was blackmailing you. But now I'm sure that even the least discerning amongst you have determined that the man behind your ransom is Mr. Body himself.
Who is this body-felling Bruce Butler?
Who Mr. Body is no concern of yours. Suffice to say, he's a supporter of the House Un-American Activities Committee, and he feels your activities are decidedly un-American. My task this evening is to expose your secrets to each other, rendering you all culpable in each other's indiscretions.
But we hardly know each other.
Precisely.
Don't you think that you might spare us this humiliation?
I'm afraid I have no choice. We'll start with you, Professor Plum.
Oh, this ought to be good.
It says here you're once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in pathological lying lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but now I work for the U.S. government.
Ah, so your work has not changed. But you can't practice medicine anymore, can you? Your license has been lifted, correct?
Why? What do you do?
You know how doctors aren't supposed to date their patients?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, he did.
How awful! You know, someday there will be a reckoning for men like you.
Oh, I hope so. Me too.
You're disgusting.
Are you making moral judgments, Mrs. Peacock?
Well,
How then do you justify taking bribes in return for delivering Senator Peacock's votes to certain lobbyists?
My husband is a paid consultant. There's nothing sinful about that.
Not if it's publicly declared. But if you slip cash under the stall door at Old Ebbets Grill, how would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks. When were you in that men's room? So it's true. No, it's a vicious lie.
Well, you've been paying the blackmail for over a year now to get that story out of the papers. Seems a little sticky, no?
Now,
Well,
see here.
I'm willing to believe you. I too am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
So am I!
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, all right. But I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
What did you do?
Well, I run a non-governmental agency that handles classified affairs.
Affairs? In Washington?
Is that how you knew Colonel Mustard works in Washington? Is he one of your clients?
Certainly not!
I was asking Miss Scarlett.
Well, you tell her it's not true!
It's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
Aha, so it is true.
A double negative.
Double negative! You mean you have photographs?
That sounds like a confession to me, Colonel. In fact, the double negative has led to proof positive. I'm afraid you gave yourself away.
Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
You don't need any help from me, sir. Colonel, looks like you hold a sensitive security post in the Pentagon. Those negatives would most certainly compromise your position.
And what position exactly were you calling, Colonel?
This is an outrage!
Let's see who's next. Mrs. White, you've been paying our friend the blackmailer ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Say what you want. I didn't kill him.
Then why are you paying the blackmailer?
Well, I don't want another scandal, do I?
Another.
We had a very humiliating public confrontation. He threatened to kill me in public.
Why would he want to kill you in public?
I think she means that he had threatened in public to kill her.
It was all over the papers.
And yet he was the one who died. Not you, Mrs. White. Not you.
Well, he was found dead at home and clothed his head up and cut off. And so had his, you know.
Oh.
But I didn't do it. I'd been out all evening at the movies.
What was showing?
The Naked Alibi.
I like this story.
But he was your second husband. Your first also disappeared.
Well, that was his job. He was an illusionist.
Ah, yes, but he never reappeared.
Well, he wasn't a very good illusionist.
And lastly, Miss Green, who
I
is
don't
a...
need you to unmask me, Wadsworth. I know what you're going to say about me.
And what's that?
Miss Green was a homosexual.
Not me.
I beg your pardon?
You asked who is a homosexual, and I said, not me.
Oh.
Yes! Thank you, Colonel! But there's more to it than that, Miss Green.
How do you mean?
There's evidence to support the question of your politics.
My politics? Since when is working for the Republican Party a crime?
You swore an oath of allegiance to the Republican Party, but neglected to vote for Eisenhower in the last election. That's grounds for an ousting if there ever was one.
But voting records are confidential.
Everything has its price, Miss Green.
So there you have it.
Have what?
A crooked senator's wife, a lascivious doctor, a disloyal Republican, and so forth. Not exactly adhering to an all-American standard of behavior, now are you?
Depends on who you ask. But if this body fellow is such a noble civilian himself, why didn't he just report us to the authorities?
And pass up the opportunity to make a buck? Come now, Professor. What could be more American than that?
Apple pie!
All right, Wadsworth. So we're being blackmailed by a renegade McCarthyist. Where does that leave us?
Where is this Mr. Body?
And what does he want from us?
Who cares? I'm not waiting to find out. I've done nothing wrong. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Peacock. You can stay in denial, but you cannot leave this house.
I am the wife of a great senator. You can't tell me what to do. Locked?
Indeed, all the doors are locked, the windows are barred, and the grounds are patrolled by vicious dogs. There's no way out! Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce your host for the evening and your blackmailer for life, Mr. Body.
How do you do?
You're such a typical man. Better off dead.
Oh, Mrs. White in the study with her knee.
Thank you. I studied martial arts.
There is one more piece of information you may like to have.
What?
The police are coming in less than an hour.
Unless
what?
you agree to double down.
And why would we agree to do that?
Because if you don't, I'll take this briefcase containing all the evidence needed to expose your wrongdoings to the hands of the police, the press, and the House of Un-American Committee. With the right spin, those fellas can make a commie out of anyone. I bet some of you would face a lifetime of jail, and others, a lifetime of shame.
Unless what?
Well, there is something you could do for me that would change the game. Something I could have barely do myself.
What?
Well, have a seat, please.
Is it all right if I sit here? Sorry, little accident. I'm sorry.
What's this about, sir?
In this bag, there are 6 packages that I thought our guests might find useful this evening.
Packages.
Gifts, if you will. I'm a generous sort of fella.
Are you?
Wadsworth, please see to it that each guest receives their gift.
Gladly.
Would any of you like to take a guess as to what is in your packages?
Perfume.
Candy?
A rare single malt Scotch whiskey.
Well, aren't guessing games fun? Please, open them.
A candlestick. What's this for?
A wrench?
A lead pipe?
A dagger.
A revolver.
Never mind. It's just a rope.
In your hands, you each have a lethal weapon. You all came here tonight because you believed the evidence against you was so terrible that you would do anything to keep it a secret. And I'm putting that theory to a test.
You are?
Mr. Wadsworth here is the only other person who knows of your secrets, and it's costing us all dearly to keep him quiet.
What do you mean?
I mean, I wouldn't have to double your payments if I didn't have to pay Mr. Wadsworth for his silence.
Wadsworth! That's a lie!
You know, he may look suave and charming,
Thank you.
but he's conniving and manipulative.
False!
Why do you think he's called the police?
You called the police?
Only because he instructed me to do so.
Did I? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can manage to get rid of Mr. Wadsworth, I'll have no need to double your blackmail or expose you to the police.
Get rid of? Does he mean kill him?
In fact, if you can eliminate Wadsworth,
Yes, I think that's what he means.
who not only knows all of your blackmail, but also mine, then I will get rid of this business once and for all.
You would never!
Why make us do it, Bonnie? Why don't you do your dirty work yourself?
Yeah.
Why should I when there are 6 of you who are uniquely motivated and armed?
What a patriot.
After all I've done for you, don't listen to him. He's a liar. I'm one of you. I'm not a butler. I'm an indentured servant.
A familiar refrain? Don't make a scene, Wadsworth. It's over. The police are on their way, and now's your chance. The only way for you to end your blackmail and avoid finding yourselves on the front pages is for you to kill Wadsworth now.
Oh, thank goodness!
Is he breathing? Step back! I'm a doctor. He's dead.
Oh my God!
I did. So you shot him. I didn't. If you did, who did? Somebody took it from my hand, and next thing I know, there was a shot.
There's no gunshot wound.
He's right. There isn't. Look, there's a bullet lodged here.
Eagle eye, Miss Scarlet.
Oh, well, if there's a bullet over there, then how did he die over here?
I don't know, I'm not a forensic expert.
Something else must have killed him. One of us must have killed him.
Oh, well, don't look at me. I didn't do it.
I need a drink. Maybe Mr. Body was poisoned by the brandy. Poison!
Someone had to stop her screaming.
Well, was the brandy poison?
How should I know?
I guess we'll never know.
She dies too.
I'm going for the billiard room. It's locked. Who's in there? Who's screaming?
C'est moi!
Yvette?
Winnie!
Yvette, you all right?
No!
Yvette, are you alive?
Of course I'm alive, you idiot! No thanks to you, Wadsworth. Look, this house is a murderer!
So the murderer is here.
Where? Where? Here! If we're looking at him or her.
What took you so long?
I'm an old woman who may or may not have been poisoned. It's amazing I'm anywhere. I heard you all in the study. One of you is the killer. How could you hear us in the study? I was listening. I have a tape recorder in the billiard room connected to the study. Monsieur Body asked me to record your conversation. Why would he ask you to do that? For more evidence, of course. Once we revealed your secrets in the study, they'll say are all recorded. Oh, what a snake. I gotta destroy those. Where are those tapes? Who cares about the tapes? What about the body?
What body?
Body's body!
But, Yvette, why were you screaming in there all by yourself?
Because I was frightened. I also drank the cognac. Maybe I am poisoned too. Plus, one of you is the killer. Monsieur Body is dead.
We have to figure out which one of them did it.
What do you mean, which one of them?
Well, I didn't do it.
Well, one of you did. I would have killed him myself, but I didn't have access to a murder weapon.
Don't look at me. All I got was a candlestick.
Maybe one of us didn't kill him.
Who else could it have been?
Who else is in this house?
Only the cook. Well, as far as I can tell, tell the cook's not here. What a lovely kitchen. My husband and I had a very similar one to this in our first brownstone. It has such a homey feel, doesn't it?
Oh, with a dagger in her back!
Someone must have killed her!
That makes two.
To what?
Madness.
I hate murders!
Wadsworth, I think you had better explain yourself.
Me?
Well, who else would want to kill the cook?
Dinner wasn't that bad.
How can you make jokes at a time like this?
It's my defense mechanism.
Some defense! If I was the killer, I'd kill you next! I said if. There's only one admitted killer in this house, and it's not me! It's Mrs. White!
What? I've admitted nothing.
You paid the blackmail! How many husbands have you had?
Mine or the other woman?
Yours?
5.
5?
Yes, just the 5. Husband should be like Kleenex. Soft, strong, and, disposable.
Well, if it wasn't you, then who was it? Who was that dagger?
It was Miss Peacock. Yes, but I put it down.
Where?
In the study. Any one of us could have picked it up.
I saw that dagger!
Well, then it must have been Miss Green.
Good Lord, let her off.
You really ought to speak up for yourself, Miss Green.
Gentlemen, might I suggest we take the cook's body to the study?
Why?
Well, for starters, when the police arrive, if they see this, we'll all be in custody under suspicion for murder.
Murder?
And secondly, I'm the butler. I like to keep the kitchen tidy.
You got this. The body's gone.
What are you all staring at?
Nobody?
What do you mean?
Nobody. No body. Mr. Body's body is gone.
Maybe he wasn't really dead.
He was.
We should have made sure.
I thought I had.
So was he dead or wasn't he?
Oh, well, maybe he was dead, but someone moved him. Who would move him? And why? How should I know?
Well, if he's not here, then where is he? Oh my, all this excitement. If you'll excuse me, I have to, is there a little girl's room?
Oui, madame.
No, I just want to powder my nose.
There's a toilet outside of the billiard room.
Hello. I don't mean to alarm any of you right now, but we do have the small issue of 2 dead bodies, 1 present, 1 missing, and the imminent arrival of the police.
The bridge is washed out. That should buy us some extra time.
But I don't want extra time. I want the police to arrive. I'm trapped in this house as a murderer.
But once the police get here, the rest of us are doomed.
Wadsworth, am I right in thinking that there is no one else in this house?
No.
So there is someone else?
Sorry, I said no meaning yes.
No meaning yes.
Yes.
Look, I want a straight answer.
Well, don't look at me.
Wadsworth, is there anybody else in this house? Yes or no?
No.
No there is or no there isn't?
Yes?
There seems to be some confusion about whether or not we are the only ones in this house.
There isn't.
There isn't any confusion, there isn't anybody else.
Either. Both.
I want a clear answer.
Certainly. What was the question?
Is there anybody else in this house.
No!
That's what he says, but does he know?
Look, we've got a killer on the loose, the missing body of Mr. Body, a cook with a dagger in her bag, and all these easily accessible weapons. The wrench, the rope, the revolver, the candlestick, and... Hey, where's the lead pipe?
It's Mr. Body!
Oh my God, he's attacking her!
Stand back. I'm a doctor. He's dead.
That's what I said the last time.
I believe in second chances.
Mr. Body? Dead? Again?
I'm going to faint.
I'll catch you! Sorry!
Mrs. Peacock? Yes? When did this happen?
In the bathroom. I opened the door and there he was. At first I thought he was attacking me, but then I realized he'd been left propped up against the door, dead, waiting to fall on someone.
Who would do such a thing?
Takes a lot of guts to kill someone twice.
It's what we call overkill.
But why?
What's the difference?
Makes a difference to him.
Makes a difference to us. We need to find out who killed him, where, and with what.
I think it was the lead pipe.
10 points, Professor Plum!
What kind of game are you playing, Wadsworth?
This isn't a game.
You. The lead pipe belonged to you.
Oh, but I dropped it while running to the kitchen.
You don't just drop murder weapons.
I didn't know it was a murder weapon when I dropped it.
So, anyone could have picked it up.
Yes, of course. But who did? Who did pick up the lead pipe? Who picked up the lead pipe and brutally murdered Mr. Body, leaving him dead and bloody in the bathroom? Who?
Pull it, Butler. While you're losing your marbles, I'm over here trying to do something useful. Have you all forgotten about the evidence against us?
The evidence!
Body's briefcase is locked. There must be a key.
Yes, the key. Miss Green, would you be so kind as to search Mr. Body's pockets for the key to the briefcase containing the evidence against us so that we may destroy said evidence once and for all?
Why me?
Why not?
Oh, all right. Why me?
Where'd you get those?
I don't like germs.
Or fingerprints?
No, it's mostly just the germs. Oh, so warm and gross. I got it!
Give it here. It's empty.
Empty?
Then where's all the evidence?
I told you Body was a liar. Had the evidence in his briefcase, my fault.
We must find that evidence.
And destroy it.
Evidence against us aside, first things first. We're in a house with 2 dead bodies.
And the police are on their way.
Let's move the corpses into the study so they look less dead.
All right.
Some party this is turning out to be.
All right.
Careful, please try and not get trapped on the floor. It has to be done. Keep it going. Upsy daisy.
Cadavers are heavier than they seem, aren't they?
I wouldn't know.
Right! Me neither. Good. They just look asleep. Forget about the bodies. What are we going to do with this room full of murder weapons?
I've an the weapons in the bag.
What good will that do?
Then we'll zip up the bag.
Most murderers know how zippers work, Wadsworth.
I know! Then, we'll put the bag in the safe.
Terrific. Where's the safe?
In the hall.
Is that original trouble, Mr. Wadsworth?
They're quite valuable.
Now is not the time for art appreciation. Butler.
A hidden safe behind the portrait. How original.
There. Locked.
Voila.
What are you going to do with the key to the safe, Wadsworth?
Oh yes, the key.
I'll put it in my pocket.
But what if you're the killer?
I'm not.
But what if you are?
Fine. I have an idea. We'll throw the key outside.
Oui, à l'extérieur. But it's raining à l'extérieur.
I'm not suggesting that we go outside. I'm suggesting that we stay inside and throw away the key.
Wouldn't you have to open the door?
I would.
Well, what if the killer is outside?
Oh, well, better out than in.
Yes, we would want to keep him outside, wouldn't we? If we open the door, we risk letting him back in.
But maybe if we open the door, we'd encourage the killer to go out.
The killer seems to be doing a fine job of opening and closing doors all by himself. I don't see how us opening the door for one tiny second could possibly make any sort of difference.
But what if we open the door, throw away the key, and the killer catches it? Then the killer would have the key that we're trying to confiscate.
We might be overthinking this. I'm going to throw away the key. Follow me. Not now!
Takes one to know one.
Don't worry. Leave this to me. Interrogation is my specialty. How do you do?
Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb the whole household. My car broke down out here. I was wondering if you had a phone I could borrow?
Are you a killer?
What? No!
All right. Right this way.
Well, where is it?
What? The body?
The phone! What body?
What? There's no body. There's nobody.
Oh, right. Yeah. There's nobody in the study.
No, I'm sorry. That phone's been, disconnected.
Yes.
Of course, nobody does a phone. In the lounge. Yes. Right, then let's go.
Thank you.
Right there. Now listen, we haven't much time. We need to find the evidence, and our task is twofold. One, find said evidence, and two, find the murderer.
We got one potential suspect contained in the lounge. That leaves the whole rest of the place up for grabs. Who knows what's behind all these doors?
I suggest we handle this in proper military fashion. We split up and search the house.
Split up?
Yes, we'll split up into pairs. That way, none of us will be alone.
But if we split up into pairs, whoever is paired with the killer might get killed.
Oh,
But then we would have discovered who the murderer is.
But the other half of the pair would be dead.
This is war, Peacock. Counterfeiting or no. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, and your cook will tell you that.
But look what happened to the cook.
Colonel, are you willing to take take that chance?
What choice do we have?
None. I suppose you're right.
All right, troops, divide and conquer. I'll split us up into pairs. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Now, Mrs. White, you're with me. Miss Green, you're with Yvette. Professor Plum, you're with Mrs. Peacock, and Miss Scarlet, you're with Eeny, meeny.
But what if one of us doesn't come back?
Then we'll remember you fondly. Now, leave no door open and cherish your partner. This may be the last person you ever see. Now go.
Go on. I'll be right behind you.
That's why I'm nervous.
But why? It's just us. We're alone.
That's just it, Mrs. White. No man in his right mind would ever be alone with you.
Fine. You go in there and I'll go in here. Are you going in?
Yes, are you?
Yes.
All right. On the count of three, we'll actually go in the rooms. 1, 3.
Nothing in there.
Nothing in there, remind them.
Shall we search the ballroom?
After.
Civilized society is perpetually menaced with the disintegrations and the hostility of men towards one another.
Your fancy words don't intimidate me, Professor.
I take no credit, Miss Peacock. Roy, I think he's on to something.
Now is not the time for academic pursuits. We're supposed to be finding the evidence.
It's a fruitless search if you ask me. I mean, it's not like we're gonna walk into a room and find the evidence plaque on the wall.
I suppose you're right.
Come on, maybe we'll be excited by something in the bedroom.
I haven't been excited by something in a bedroom for years.
I'm a little nervous. I'm at that big house on the hill, and I've been locked in the lounge. I didn't expect there'd be a whole group of people here. I think they're having some sort of party. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure that one of them is my customer. Yeah, my regular Tuesday night passenger.
away. Professor Plum's stupid tobacco.
Huh. What do you think it means?
I'm not sure. It sounds suspicious if you ask me.
I just did.
Honestly, Colonel, this is the last room to search in this beastly mansion, and we still haven't found the evidence.
I believe this search has been productive nevertheless.
Aren't you a Pollyanna?
Miss Scarlet, you're a brave and determined lady. I've really enjoyed our time together. I hope after this expedition ends, we can remain friends. I mean, really, murders aside, it's just been a lovely group of people all in all. I guess I would like to hear Mrs. White explain when and how she lost her veil in the billiard room, but...
You found Mrs. White's veil in the billiard room? Odd. A trap door. A trap door leading to a secret passage. Come on.
Ladies first, Miss Scarlet.
How heroic.
Where are we now?
How should I know? The lights are off.
Well, turn them on.
And what if I could see anything?
Well, I'm going to feel my way around.
Don't get any funny ideas.
A clock?
A telephone.
A chair?
A body.
A body? Ah!
By the door!
Get me out of here!
Help!
Help! Help! Murder!
Let us out! We can't let you out. The door to the lounge is locked.
You had the key, Wadsworth. You locked the motorist in here.
That's right. I did. I do. I don't. The keys are gone.
God! I have an idea.
Please let us out of here. There's a murder on the loose.
There's no alternative. I'm just gonna have to break the door down. Stand back, I'm a doctor. Stand back, I'm a woman. Oh my goodness! What the police is that?
What's
Still out there, you know. I will help you. Attention, you can come out now, the door is open.
Why are you shooting at us?
To open the door.
But you could have killed us!
I said stand back.
Let's add finding the key to the lounge to our priority list.
Say, French, where'd you get the gun anyway? Is he safe? It was unlocked.
Unlocked!
Impossible. I have the key. No, I haven't. It's gone.
Again, not to beat a dead horse, but I really feel like having all the keys is
I thought
very...
you said you'd throw away the keys to the safe, Wadsworth.
I did say that, but I didn't do it. We got distracted by the motors at the door, and I forgot. One of you must have snatched the keys from my pocket while we were searching the house.
So, whoever has the keys is the killer.
Precisely.
Speaking of the killer, there's a dead body in the lounge, you know. The motorist is dead.
Which one of you killed her?
We found her together.
And she is already dead!
But the door to the lounge was locked. We went through a secret passage we found in the conservatory.
Secret passage? Who designed this place?
The Parker brothers.
Wait, quick! I'll hide the gun.
Don't worry, it's not the police.
It's the police!
I'm going to open the door.
No!
It's the decent thing to do.
Open the door! Evening, ma'am.
Good evening, officer. We've been expecting you.
You have?
We haven't?
I got a tip about abandoned car at the gates of this house. By any chance, did a motor stop by your home?
No!
There seems to be some disagreement. At any chance, can I come and use your phone?
No!
Of course you may, sir. There's a phone in the lab. Out of order.
Oh, of course, my mistake. You can use the phone in the study.
Occupied.
If you please, sir, I believe there's a phone in the library.
You're all acting rather peculiar.
It's because our dear chandelier fell down. It could have killed us, but don't worry. The maid will clean it up.
That's all well and good, but what's going on in the lounge in the study?
Oh, you know, lounging, studying, like what's
Can I
right.
have a look?
Now,
What?
this way, please.
Actually, I'd like to have a look around if you don't mind.
Of course, officer. Follow me, and I'll take you on a grand tour of Body Manor. This home was built by Lord Reginald Body in 1784.
We've got to cover our tracks and get rid of this guy.
Now, this way, please. Lord Body had been declared Lord Body after somebody discovered an antibody that would save everybody. Notice the mahogany floors. Did you know in the 17th century, the buccaneer John O. Squirrelling recorded the use of mahogany for making canoes? Can you canoe?
What? Hey, where did everybody go?
Notice the brass doorknobs, crafted specifically for Lord Body by his buddy in 1878.
I don't care about your doorknobs, mister. What's going on in those two rooms?
Which two rooms?
The lounge and the study.
Those two rooms.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, I don't think should go in there.
Why not?
Because it's all too shocking.
Move.
Hello, officer. Welcome to the party. Excuse.
Oh, pardon me.
Good evening, officer.
That was not at all shocking, mister. Why didn't you tell me you were having a party?
My apologies, sir.
I'll just have a look in the lounge if you don't mind.
Oh, you kind man, you really don't have to. You're going in.
Evening, ma'am.
Evening, officer. How do you do?
Are they drunk?
Dead drunk.
You want to sit?
Oh, I'd rather not. She'd kill me.
Killed if you do, killed if you don't.
Have a lovely evening, officer.
Thank you. Well,
I can explain everything.
no, it's not necessary. There's nothing to leave about any of this.
There's not.
No, this is America, and that was the pursuit of happiness. May I use your phone now?
Certainly. The library officer.
Thank you.
It's all clear. You can come out now. Well done, all of you. Quite impressive.
Thank you.
All right, I've locked him in the library.
How'd you do that? I thought you didn't have the keys.
I don't have my right pocket keys, but my left pocket keys are perfectly intact. Now, let's finish searching the manor. The police are on their way.
But the police already came.
Well, not the broken down car police, the criminal investigation police.
Precisely. We must find the evidence, and we can't afford to have any more murders. This is getting dangerous. Now go.
Hello? Hello? A power outage? Must be the storm. Oh, hello? Chief? Yes. Hello? Hello? Is this phone even working? Hello?
Hello? You turned out the lights, hello? It's only you, I thought you was the killer.
Did someone click the line? Hello?
Oh, did you find a clue? What is that in your hand?
Oh, good, you can hear me. You see, I found an abandoned car walking to an old mansion where all the lights went out. I'm telling you, Chief, there's something funny going on around here. There's some sort of party.
You will never believe what I just saw. No!
Do you hear that?
It sounds like a telephone's off the hook.
It's coming from the library.
That's where the killer must be.
I'm going in.
Aren't you afraid?
Of course.
Of what? A fate worse than death?
No, just death. Hello? Mr. Cobb? Are you alright? Do you need assistance? Maybe a phone book, perhaps?
Hey, listen, Copper. The butler asked you a question. Hang up the telephone already, or I will.
We should be safe here, in the billiard room.
Well, I don't feel safe.
How about a round of pool to pass the time?
I love pool.
I am your singing telegram.
Oh, for goodness sake. Get the hell out of this bloody house! Three murders in 3 minutes!
That's our past record.
3 murders.
6 altogether.
Mr. Body, the cook, the motorist, the cop, Yvette, and the singing telegram girl.
But who is the murderer?
Ain't that the $1,000,000 question?
Sometimes, the most obvious answer is right under our noses. I think it is the best course of action to retrace our steps. It all started like this. At the start of the evening, there was thunder, lightning, the dogs barked. Ding dong, Colonel Mustard. Ding dong, Mrs. White, who noticed Yvette. Mrs. Peacock, who noticed the cook. Then Miss Green, bark, 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 sit. No, not you, madam. Please come in. Then Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet. Gong! Dinner is served. That was more like a cocktail. Minute. And we all went to the dining room. Shark fin soup. Ooh, yummy, yum, 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 yum. My favorite. Then Mr. Body arrived and we all went to the study. Coffee, brandy. Who is this Mr. Body, butler? How do you do? Ah! Then Mr. Body asked me to pass out the packages. And one for you, and one for you, and one for you. And one for you, and one for you, and... Ah! A snake! Oh, never mind. It's just a rope. Then Mr. Body switched off the lights. Now. Ah! And Mr. Body was dead. Well, not really. Really, he was alive. We didn't know it. Then Mr. Peacock drank his drink. Poison! Well, someone had to stop her screaming. And then we heard... To the billiard room, but Mrs. Peacock joined late. I am an old woman who may or may not have been poisoned. Then Mrs. White asked, who else is in body to the study. But Barney's body was gone. Then Mr. Peacock went to the body on the bottom of his body and blood in his feet. Then the briefcase. Empty. Then the motorist arrived. Are you a killer? And I locked her in the lounge. Dead. Then the Inspector Cop showed up. The lawyer was rather peculiar. Can you canoe? Dead. Then the maid got strangled in the billiard room. Dead. Which brings us to I am your singing telepathic! And here we all are.
Wrong!
Well, what does it prove?
Nothing.
Well,
Enough of this. I know who the murderer is.
You do?
I do.
all right, I'm listening. Miss Scarlett, who do you accuse?
It was Professor Plum in the hall with the revolver.
Where?
We all heard the gun go off, Professor, and I found your stupid tobacco pipe here while searching the house. When'd you drop it, huh? While scoping out the best vantage point for your next victim? I bet that poor scene telegram girl was just no patient of yours, right?
I never seen that girl in my life. It wasn't me.
Well, the gun is missing. Gentlemen, tie your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
Well done, Wadsworth.
You won't be able to prove anything if you're all dead.
That may be so, Professor Plum, but if we're alive... Officers, there's your man!
Well done, Wadsworth.
That's what I said.
Yes, well, I'm saying it now. I'm Hank Cups, Chief of Police. And Professor Plum, you're coming with me.
That's not how it happened. It happened like this.
All right, then we're listening. Professor, who do you accuse?
It was Colonel Mustard in the lounge with the wrench.
I never lounge.
I found your Medal of Honor in the lounge where the motorist was killed by a wrench to the head, and that wrench belonged to you.
That's a lie.
Well, the wrench was missing. Gentlemen, tie your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the wrench is the murderer.
Ah!
Well done, Wadsworth.
Officers, there's a man with a kernel of truth in him.
Well done, Wadsworth.
That's what I said.
Yes, well, I'm saying it now. I mark my words, Chief of Police. Colonel Mustard, you're coming with me.
You have it all wrong. It happened like this.
All right, Colonel, we're listening. Who do you accuse?
It was Mrs. White in the billiard room with the rope.
What have you done?
I found your veil in the billiard room, and I saw how you grinched tonight when your vet served us dinner.
Yes? It's true. I knew Yvette. She had a torrid love affair with my late husband. I hated her. I hated her so much. The flames on the side of my face, breathing, heaving breath. But just because I hated her doesn't mean I killed her.
Well, the rope is missing. Gentlemen, tie your pockets. Ladies...
Well done, Wadsworth.
Well done, Wadsworth.
That's what I said.
Yes, well, I'm saying it now. I'm buried the hatchet, Chief of Police. And Mrs. White?
It happened like this.
Mrs. White, who do you accuse?
It was Mrs. Peacock in the kitchen with the dagger. I found your feather by the cord.
Gentlemen...
Oh, well done, Wadsworth. That's what I said. Guess what I'm saying it now.
A guilty verdict.
Chief of Police! But that's not how it happened.
It happened like this.
It was Miss Scarlett in the library with the candlestick.
Maximum, Chief of Police.
You can't do this to me.
Frankly, Miss Scarlett, I don't give a damn. But it really happened like this. I know who the murderer is. All of you. Freeze! Nobody move! You're all killers.
You can't prove anything, Mr. Wadsworth.
Really? Well, I'm not Mr. Wadsworth. I'm Mr. Body!
Oh my God!
How can you be Mr. Body if Body bled all over me?
It wasn't Body who was bleeding.
But if Body wasn't, if he wasn't Bonnie, then who was he?
He was Wadsworth, my butler.
Well, if you're Mr. Body, what was your purpose in dragging this all out?
Well, when you started murdering people, I decided to roll the dice, see if you'd self-implode. Kill off my entire network of spies and informers, which you did splendidly, by the way. Generously leaving your fingerprints on every glass, doorknob, and dead body. So I've got all of you on the hook for murder.
Murder?
Robbery for petty crimes is one thing, but murder, now that can get expensive.
But why this whole charade?
The searching of the house, the madness of retracing our steps.
It's all part of the game.
Game!
Well, yeah. Relax now, you see. Now that you've killed everyone off, there's no evidence left against me. I've got off scot-free.
The police will be here any minute. You'll never get away with this.
The police?
What's so funny?
Nobody's called the police, have they? They were never on their way.
Now listen up, you reprobates! We're gonna stack the bodies in the cellar. Lock the cellar door. Leave body manner one at a time. If any of this has ever happened.
But I can't forget all this.
Oh, really? Well, with murder on the menu, the price of blackmail is tripled.
Forgotten?
Now move!
Wait a minute. We could all rush him. He's got no more bullets left in that gun.
Oh, come on, Miss Scarlet. You don't think I'm gonna fall for that old trick, do you?
It's not a trick. It's one shot for Mr. Body at the study, two for the chandelier, two for the lounge door, and one for the singing telegram girl.
That's not 6.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
Uh-huh. There's only one shot that got the chandelier. That's 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Even if you were right, that'd be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. Not 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Oh, okay, I get it. So it's 1 plus 1
Yes,
plus...
you carry the 2.
Oh, 2. Shut up! The point is, there is 1 bullet left in this gun, and anybody who moves is gonna get it.
So you're gonna just keep blackmailing us and we're all supposed to pretend this never happened?
Of course. Why not?
I'll tell you why not. Linda Goodman, FBI. The jig is up.
Or is it?
Missed me.
You're FBI?
Apparently, I'm a dead ringer for Green. She got a letter just like each of you, but she came to the Bureau to ask for help. I took her place tonight so we could have a sting operation.
Some sting? 6 people died on your watch.
I usually work the desk. My beat is property crime, you know. Theft, fraud. That's why I was so tickled when the real Mr. Wadsworth risked his neck last night to drop off a whole briefcase worth of evidence.
You've had the evidence this whole time.
It's all here. Miss Scarlett's books containing names of customers and employees justifying why she killed the cop, who's listed here on her payroll.
Give me that.
Ooh. And a love letter addressed to Professor Plum.
That's private property.
That singing telegram girl was teenage daughter of the head of the you-know-who. Who would have come clean to Daddy, who would have cleaned out Professor Plum. That's why you killed her.
Now see here.
And these negatives. And these negatives. Colonel, quite the regular at Miss Scarlett's establishment. Bet you couldn't be a colonel anymore if that motorist informed your general where she drives you on Tuesday nights.
I just wanted someone to talk with.
Shark fin soup indeed, Mrs. Peacock. Too bad your old cook couldn't keep quiet. If only she hadn't blabbed about your briberies, maybe you wouldn't have killed her just before joining us outside the billiard room. Oh, now we really know what took you so long.
Circumstantial evidence will never hold up in a court of law.
But this notarized record from the cook will. Oh, and Mrs. White, you weren't lying, were you? You really did hate Yvette.
Flames on the side of my...
Okay, we get it. Here's a container holding fingerprints collected at scenes from your previous murders.
I never murdered my husband.
Oh, fingerprints I'm sure the FBI will be able to match to those from the noose tied around Yvette's neck.
But I wore gloves.
You mean these? And last but not least, Mr. Bobby Body.
It's Robert.
Now, you didn't hate Yvette at all, did you, Mr. Body?
What's it to you?
Illicit green card love affair is the icing on the cake of this FBI file. An FBI file on the whole Body family. Your butler, the real Wadsworth, has been feeding us evidence for months. Talk about a real American.
He was British.
Oh, you know what I mean. I see why you want to kill him. Ooh, and twice. Your shot missed him in the study, but he wisely played dead. And it wasn't until you caught him trying to escape that you bludgeoned him to death with the lead pipe I dropped on my way to the kitchen.
People don't just drop murder weapons.
I didn't know it was a... The Body family has been wanted for organized crime for generations, but they've always eluded the law. Until now. Tonight, the Body family has reached a dead end.
You leave my family out of this! Ah! You shot me. Linda. Linda, why? My ears, they're ringing. Linda, why? Second wind! You shot me! Again! Well, this is it! I'm going! I'm done for!
Stay back. I will talk to her. He's dead.
Not yet!
Come on.
That one's fair. Okay, I get it. You want me dead. You want me to die? Huh? You want me to die? Huh? You want me to die? Getting mixed responses here. But fine. I'll make some of you happy, all right? I'll die, all right? Will that make you happy?
Well, you know what they say. Third time's the...
Tell them how I am defying. I was singing. You shot me while I was singing. Linda, why? Why? I was singing. That is so rude.
I tell you.
Mama! Mama, I'm coming home! I'm coming home, Mama! But oh, it's so dark. Linda, where are you? Linda, help me. These are my final moments. I'm not dead yet! Slowly on my way. About to die in a few moments. We're almost there. Most. Yeah, I'm done for tonight.
I tell you, this was the most exciting night I've had in a long time. And now you're all under arrest. Officers! Here are the criminals you've been looking for, and you'll find the recordings of the confessions we've been waiting for in the billiard room.
The tapes.
All right, who done it?
She did! She did!
They all did. But if you want to know who killed Mr. Body, it was me, Special Agent Linda Goodman, in the hall with my gun.
Well done, Goodman.
That's what she said!
And that's how it really...
Ow!
Sorry!